Hello and welcome back to your training videos. So in the first video we spoke about how to get logged into the back end of the website and just some of the things that we are going to be doing training on. So in this video what I'm going to show you is how to actually open pages from your website in the editor. So first things first, what we need to do is log in, which we already are. And again, if you remember, you know you're logged in because you'll have this sort of WordPress banner at the top of your website. So what I'm going to show you, there's actually two different ways you can open pages in the editor. Now, whatever way you do, it doesn't matter. They both have the end result. It's just whatever is easier for yourself. So method one. So we're in the WordPress dashboard and what we're going to be using is Cornerstone. So that is the name of the editor. Now you can also open this in a new tab like we've been doing previously. So if you command or control and click, you'll be able to open that in a new tab if you want to keep the WordPress dashboard open as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to hover up to Cornerstone, going to hover over and command and control and click on launch. And as I said, that is going to open up the editor in a new tab. So here we go. So here is what we've got. Here is the Cornerstone editor. Now, what it will start with is just blank like this, and it will have a list of all the pages that you have on your website, your header and your footer. Now you'll notice that we've only got one page on this demo website, but you'll probably have a few more listed under there. So basically what we want to do is once we get into here, we want to open and find that page that we want to edit. So as I say, our one's going to be really easy because it's just one page. But what you'll need to do is you'll need to have a look down at your list of pages. And then once you find the one that you want to open to edit, you just simply need to click on it. And then what that will do is that will open that page in the editor. So that is method one of how to open up a page in the editor. Method two is from the website itself. So this method might be easy for some of you that maybe have quite a lot of pages on the website. You maybe can't exactly remember what they're called to be able to search for it. So this method might be easier for that. So what you can do is, when you're on the website and when you're logged in, all you need to do is to navigate to that specific page on the website. So if, for example, let's just say it's just the home page here. Once you find the page that you want to edit, you can go up to the Cornerstone button there. When you hover over it, you can click Edit Page. And then what that will do is that will open up that specific page in the editor. And you'll notice it's slightly different. We didn't have that sort of blank tab that we had the first time. So that is the second method on how to open up a page in the editor. Now what I'm going to do is just show you a couple of features within Cornerstone here and also have a wee chat about how pages are set out. I'm not going to talk about how to do any of the editing because we'll talk about that in some smaller videos such as text and images. What I'm going to do is just show you how to navigate through the editor. So what we've got here is the editor. Now we've got our page open that we want to edit, and we've also got this Cornerstone button here. Now if I click on that, it looks very similar to what we had in method one. And this is a way of opening multiple pages in the editor. So if you think kind of like your Google Chrome tabs that we've kind of got up here, this is a way of opening multiple pages in the editor, which can be quite handy if you're wanting to edit multiple pages at the same time. So all you would need to do is hit the Cornerstone button and then click on the next page you want to edit, and you can see it's opened it in a new tab and you can kind of just jump between them to choose which page you want to edit. Another thing that you might want to change, because it might look slightly different from my screen to yours, is you'll notice I've got all these settings on the left hand side of the screen. Automatically it sets it to the right. This is one of those things that's just absolute personal preference. I'm just the type of person that likes it on the left. But if you do want to change it to the left like mine, you can hit the Cornerstone button, the settings button right at the bottom of the screen, and then it's this workspace. As I say, it automatically sets to the right, but if you want it to be the left, you can easily do that in there as well. So yeah, that's just one of those personal preferences. It's up to yourself. One of the last things I'm going to chat to you about is saving your pages. So let's say, for example, you've done all the edits you want to make, you're happy enough for it to go live. so you need to save it. Now I will let you know that any changes that you do make on this page won't be live until you save it. So you can edit away to your heart's content. Only once you hit save will that have gone live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just delete something out just so we can see the changes that we want to make. So at the moment, this is the website that we've got. This is what it currently looks like on the front end, because you'll notice that the save button right at the top screen here is green. So we haven't made any changes, and this is what it looks like live. Now, if, for example, I go ahead and delete out this header, you'll notice that our save button has gone sort of an orangey, yellowy colour. So that's basically told us we've made some changes, but we haven't saved it yet, so it has not gone live. And if I show you the website on the front end, you'll notice that that header is still there. And to view this page on the front end, there's this button right up at the top here. And if you Command or Control and click, it will open that page. And you'll see, as I said, that headline is still there because we haven't saved those changes. So if that's the changes that I want to make, I want that to go live, what I'm going to do is I am just going to hit save. And you'll notice that there's a green bar at the top. It's gone green, which means we're good to go. It's saved and it's gone live. And if I go back to the website and if I do a wee refresh there, you'll see that that header is gone. So the changes we've done has gone live, which is great. Now, if, for example, maybe you didn't want to actually do that, don't panic. We have some nice undo and redo buttons at the bottom. So if I, for example, undo that, you can see it's popped back there. Now, if, for example, you've made a load of changes on the website and you're like, oh, no, actually, I want to start again. Like, I didn't mean to do all those changes. Don't worry. You can either sit and undo, or if it's just gone drastically wrong, you can actually close it without saving. And this is quite a good thing as well. If in the future you're making some changes and you forget to save, don't worry, it will prompt you that you haven't saved them. So I'm just going to show you that here. If I delete back out this headline, if I go up here and try to close that tab, it will say, you've got unsaved changes, do you want to proceed? So you can say no, go back if you want to go ahead and save it, or if you want to just scrap all these changes that you've made, just hit yes, proceed, and it will close that without saving. Okay, so now we've spoken about how to open pages in the editor and how to save any changes that you have made. What I'm going to do is just kind of give you a little rundown of how pages are set out. Now, this is maybe not necessarily something you need to know, but sometimes it's quite handy to work out how they're set out. So, as I say, I'm not going to go through how to make any changes, because we'll do that in some future videos. I'm just going to kind of give you sort of like a rundown. I'm just going to open the home page here. So we've got the home page here, and then you can kind of see already as I'm sort of like moving around the screen that it is highlighting different things on the screen. So, and we've got this sort of view down the side here that actually also shows you different things that we have on the screen. And if I expand them out, you can see everything that we have on the page. So basically, pages are set out into sections. Within sections there are rows. Within rows there are columns, and then within the columns there are all your sort of content like text, headlines, buttons, images, all that jazz. So basically, when you're using the website, what's great about updating the website is you can actually see the changes that you are making as you make them. And as I say, you can kind of see that by the fact that when I scroll over different things, I'm not even clicking in them yet, I'm just kind of hovering over them. It will tell you what they are. So for example, we've got some text here, we've got some images, we've got some headlines with some icons there as well. We've got some buttons up here as well. So basically, anytime you click on anything, what it will do, it will open up this panel here, which is basically all the settings that is related to that specific piece of text or image or something like that. So if I click on the image as well, you can see that's the image and all the settings that are there. And then when I click on things like that, you'll notice we've got this sort of skeleton view down the bottom as well. So this is kind of what I was talking about, the sort of rows and columns. So you can see that that image is inside a column, within a row, and within the section of the website. So as I say, it's maybe not something that you will necessarily need to know, because you're probably just updating images and text that's already there. But sometimes it can be quite nice to just sort of understand how the pages on your website are actually set out. So basically that's a sort of rundown of Cornerstone, which is our page editor. As I said in the last video and this video, what we're going to do is we're going to break down everything you need to know into small bite-sized videos. So we'll have one video purely on editing text, one on updating images, one on e-commerce, and so on and so forth. So I will see you in the next video.